This organized chaos video is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. Okay, so, Soylent Meltdown. That sounds like a respectable video. Rageaholic. Soylent Mayhem, a Rant. Was that a commentating this, or are you talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one? I'm not seeing anything else. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm leaning towards the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one, because I'm not seeing anything else.
Seth Rogen's long-awaited, frequently dreaded deboot of the Heroes in a Half Shell is here, albeit only in trailer form. Oh, sorry, did I say Seth Rogen? I meant permanent teenager Seth Rogen.
That's a self-report right there. A little bit I know of you, that's a self-report. Like, Jesus. Well, he said deboot because it's like a reboot, but it's backwards, even though this isn't a previous version of Turtles, so that term doesn't even work. I don't think they know what words mean. See their head spin when you ask them what woke means. You can tell. Love it! Speaking of that, I just love that clip so much, we're gonna have to play it. Let's see their head spin. Defining, So what is woke?
Of Americans consider themselves very liberal, and probably fewer of them consider themselves to be woke. And so, when we talk about traditional...
What does that mean to you? Would you mind defining woke? Because it's come up a couple times, and I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
So, woke is sort of the idea that... This is going to be one of those moments that goes viral. Woke is something that's very hard to define, and we've spent an entire chapter defining it. It is sort of the understanding...
If you spent a whole chapter defining it, one would think you would know. Anyways, we all know that clip is great. All right. Is he just going to play the whole trailer? I guess that's easy content. He just barely etches this thing over 8 minutes is the minimum length to get YouTube monetization, by the way.
Stay still. Stay still. No.
Oh! You were baby turtles who made...
Oh, well, he cut it up there. Okay.
...contact with mystery goo.
Well, we prefer the term ooze, but yeah.
It's it's just nicer.
It rolls off the tongue better, yeah.
The heck are those things? They look more like little Shreks to me.
Seth, baby, you're not a permanent teenager. That's called a...
Yeah, no, that would be you with your weird lighting scheme, and being a having creative lighting scheme. I don't want to bash you too much, but your indoor sunglasses, even though it's obviously dark. Wow.
Arrested cognition. It's a side effect of your entire career being a 4-decade fucking clam bake. I hate people who think it's cool to take drugs. Fucking customs officers. And then there's April.
I hate people who think it's cool to take drugs. I don't have any issue with people who take drugs. I don't, but what does that even have to do with anything, dude? That's like such a fucking side topic. What? Just because Seth Rogen smokes weed? Who cares?
April O'Meal. April Obese, if you will. So wait, the turtles sit around eating pizza all day, but April is the one who gets fat? Huh. So they are dating. What?
It's just a different look for her. Move on.
Is this adipose osmosis or some shit? If proximity to poor eating habits made you fat? Amazing atheist.
What? Does he even know what he's talking about? This isn't even critique. This is just, I'm making up shit and critiquing the shit I'm making up. Like, that's not critique, bro. That's you writing bad fan fiction and then criticizing your own bad fan fiction for being bad. And yeah, It's bad. I agree. That is bad.
Its entire audience would be type 2 diabetics. Both of them. So when did April turn into April, May, June, and July? Simple. When you're 12 unnecessary reboots deep and your well of ideas is drier than a Mass Effect video essay, leaving you with but one
We don't know that. We haven't seen the movie.
recourse. Make them gay, fat, brown, or all of the above. And Mutant Mayhem appears to be slamming every button all at once. If I may table a somewhat crass physiomechanical query, how the hell does April even fit down the fucking manhole? I can barely...
The fuck? The fuck, man. I mean, that's not even a real critique. I assume he's trying to tell a joke, but, like, she doesn't even appear that, like, massively huge or anything. Yeah, she's definitely overweight and should... I don't know why. It could be an animation style, or it could be the character's supposed to be overweight. But, yeah, I mean, move on.
Get down one with my Twiggy Ramirez looking ass. What hope does Velma O'Neill have? But Razor, interchangeable SJW propaganda piece number 5372, claims Kevin Eastman's mixed race girlfriend was the basis for...
Well, I will go... I kind of hate that argument because now they always go back to it, and frankly, I don't care. I do not care if his mixed race girlfriend or ex-wife was the reason for the character or not. I don't. Because this is like the 50th iteration of the Ninja Turtles, and they're doing something different with April, and I don't care. All I care is if they do a good job. And I will say the teaser looked good, but I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't actually judge it. I will tell you, if it sucks, it has nothing to do with April being black or overweight.
April O'Neil. Weird! For a few fucking reasons. First and foremost, it wasn't Kevin Eastman's girlfriend who's supposed to have been the source of the name, but a friend of Peter Laird's. And if it was Eastman...
Originally created as an Asian character in Pete's Notes, but named after an African-American woman I once knew, the character of April O'Neil was introduced in issue 2 and would have a bunch of different looks throughout Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles history. Originally created as an Asian character in Pete's Notes, but named after an African-American woman I once knew. Well, I mean, it seems weird that, like, obviously this would be Kevin because he's talking about Pete's Notes, so this would be Kevin's words. So, named after an African-American woman I once knew. So they're saying most likely a black woman. And I think it'd be weird to talk about an ex-girlfriend or an ex-wife as a woman I once knew. Maybe it was fresh and you didn't really want to dive into it at that point. But this doesn't contradict anything. This is actually just kind of reinforcing stuff. And it also is all this is actually bring up like the history of April O'Neil's ethnicity is all over the place. Like this doesn't help your argument at all. What is this? Like, I don't even have to go like deep into this to look at it and go, oh, that reinforces everything else that's already been said. Not your argument.
Girlfriend, again, not named April. There's pictures of the two together at conventions and shit, and my nipples are 9 shades darker than that bitch. And
you know, it's possible to be mixed, or even be African American, and you know, just have lighter skin tone. That's a possibility. And again, part of the reason I don't even like this argument because we get all caught up into it, and I don't care. April is black in this iteration. Move on.
Second, then why in the earliest colored comics in 1986, a full year before the cartoon show, might I add, is she rocking her classic Caucasian redhead Slipknot jumpsuit ensemble exactly? Oh,
I don't care. Because this is like the first or second iteration, and now we're like 50 iterations in. I don't care.
Almost as if Jerry curls and perms were popular even with white broads in the mid-'80s or some shit. Hell, the exact dialogue in the issue she unveils her new look in is, "What do you think of my new do?" She doesn't say, "Oh, and by the way, I'll be in blackface the next 50 fucking issues. See you on the set of Bamboozled." Stop fucking lying, you leering retards. You changed her race because Nickelodeon's racial and sexual quotas mean everything has to look like a fucking McDonald's commercial.
Nickelodeon thinks kids are ready for a conversation about race. Is that your source for that? April Neil is black because of an article. You don't even list the publication. I have to look this up. God damn it. I hate this half-assed research shit. At least, put the name of the publication in the article when you're posting the article. God damn it. Washington Post. Okay. Washington Post, which I'm pretty sure is owned by Jeff Bezos. So, fun fact. Nickelodeon thinks kids are ready for a conversation about race. Done over 2 years, almost 3 years ago. And I can't read it because I'm not a subscriber. God damn, I hate this crap. Ugh. Fucking don't do this. I can go to conservative rags and read shit, but I can't read shit on... God damn it. That's how misinformation gets out there, guys.
Thing has to look like a fucking McDonald's commercial. Own up to it already. I mean, you knew the moment a woman with red hair was a primary character in an eminently rebootable cartoon, she was about to be blacker than Dennis Leary's lungs. What did the Scottish and Irish ever do to piss off the pinkos in Hollywood, I wonder? Over the past decade...
Yeah, are we just doing this? Because I remember seeing this, and this is cringe. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever happened to the argument of, hey, let's just bring on the best person for the job? And, these are all live-action representations anyway. These are live-action, they're almost always animated versions, and they cast a live-action person who happens to be black. Maybe they're the best person for the job. We don't know. We don't know. We have to see it. Especially Halle Bailey. She has a great singing voice. Let's see how she does as Ariel. But no, we gotta freak out because she's black. That sounds like racism, bro.
There is scarcely a remaining redhead who hasn't been transmogrified into a fucking film negative of herself. In 5 years, I fully expect Black Widow to look like Precious. What the fuck? Did Pippi Longstocking steal your lunch money? Redhead chicks have enough problems just trying to reach age 30 sans a schizophrenia diagnosis without you pissing in their potato salad. I mean, come on, Seth Rogen. She's a ginger. All you have to do to make her disappear is put her in the sun. She'll glow like Richard Spencer. But if she does make it down a manhole, it'll be about the only one the Turtles aren't planning to plow. As early rumors appear to suggest...
I mean, this guy... I can't even take him seriously. The only reason I would take him seriously is because he has a shit ton of subscribers, doesn't he? So it's got 160,000 views and 350,000 subscribers. So that's he's fairly popular, and... God, I can't believe these guys are ever taken seriously, because this is like a fucking joke of a video. This is he's not even making points. He's just yelling. She's black, but I'm not racist. Okay. Seems kind of racist, but whatever.
Just at least one of the Turtles has exchanged his pizza craving for cock. Gang, they had a single woman in a skin-tight jumpsuit.
Well, fun fact. Did you know gay people can still like pizza? It's a fun fact. They don't like to talk about it, but yes, gay people do like pizza as well. It's such a weird thing. Either pizza or cock. It's one or the other. What the fuck?
For 10 seasons and never so much as sent her a Valentine. You expect us to believe they'll all alight the asexuality fence for Vernon's hairy, sweaty man-ass? Did you even own a turtle, motherfucker? You can't even handle one without washing the botulism off your fingers. Only way an interspecies circle jerk is gonna end is the quarantine tent at Elmhurst Hospital. But here's the thing. Who fucking cares? Am I the only one who's...
Obviously you do. You're making this video, dude. What? Dude, if you don't care, don't make this video. It's that simple.
Laughing my balls off in abject indifference to this intersectional stupidity. Gang, I'll let you in on a little secret. Ninja Turtles, as a property, are impervious to ESG. Because even if Seth Rogen's reboot is a...
ESG, environmental social governance. This is a it's an ESG report. Lots of investment firms will do ESG reports, and lots of guys. Obviously, Razorfist does it. We covered it on Fandom Initiative. Critical Drinker was talking about it. How essentially it's well, he completely misrepresented it. Essentially, the idea is that companies are willing to sacrifice profit in order to get essentially woke points upon their ESG reports. This is, of course, bullshit. We looked at ESG reports. We were able to clearly see that the companies essentially, they kind of do whatever they want, and then whenever there's an opportunity to put something in an ESG report, they put something in an ESG report. That's the thing. When we're talking about, like, representation, like a Black April O'Neil, the companies might be eager to do something like that just for their ESG report. The companies are doing it cynically. Absolutely. They're doing it for a bottom line. They're doing it for $1. Absolutely. But that doesn't mean there aren't creatives that are actually working on these projects that care about this type of stuff. And, you know, we saw from Ebony Warrior and his kind of just heartfelt video about Aragorn, about representation does matter. You know, and I think that's a good parallel, because that's not an actor. That is a, that was just a drawing as well. And yeah, it touched him.
I promised I wouldn't break down today. And I'm trying not to, but the one thing I didn't get to say about this is, we've seen Baranor in the Shadow of War video games, but he was a made-up character for the Lord of the Rings. And I've never seen myself represented in the Lord of the Rings before, so this is awesome, because I've never seen myself as one of the main characters before, like, actually seen myself represented in some form of like official Lord of the Rings media. So that's, representation matters. Lord of the Rings has been my favorite for the longest, and I don't think they understand how important this is to me. How much this means to me, to see myself, be able to see myself as Aragorn. So
now, I can guarantee you there's women or possibly girls who saw the new April O'Neil and said, "Oh wow, she looks like me. That's cool." I can guarantee you that happened. Just like that happened for Aragorn and Ebony Warrior. There are women and girls who saw the new April and said, "That looks like me." And isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? That seems nice to me. White women and girls have had plenty of April O'Neils, and now black women and girls can have an April O'Neil. And I just hope they do a good job with the character. And it's a good character now. That's the only thing I ask.
Sky-smashing success, it will never supersede the original Eastman and Laird comics, the cartoon, or the 1990 fucking film. It's
well, I mean, it's doubtful, but we don't know that. We haven't seen it, dude.
Simply is what it is. Nickelodeon's profound fucking failure, The Rise of the TMNT, was at least as politically proselytic as this dog shit, right down to the race-swapped April O'Neil, might I add.
Hey, it was already done before, so why do you care?
And here's the thing, folks. No one fucking watched it! When Michael Bay...
Well, actually, I heard there's lots of crappy things about that series that had nothing to do with Black April O'Neil. So, yeah.
blew himself for 2 terrible turtle films, the fans fuck...
Yeah. Those Turtles films were bad, and this is a new iteration, and it's good. There should be a new iteration. Listen, when you do multiple iterations, they aren't all gonna be winners.
Ignored it! There's too much...
Just because past iterations suck doesn't mean the new one's going to suck. That's not a good argument.
much good shit to watch, play, and read to bother bitching about the bad stuff. This franchise is so utterly well established. When social justice jackassery such as this attempts to infiltrate, it's not even that it's opposed so much as it's dropped by the roadside and left to rot in obscurity. TMNT is bizarrely bulletproof, and it's one of the reasons it rules, which is why it's goddamn gut-busting that some see this as some sort of line in the sand. And if
How many iterations of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have you seen? Because there's been so goddamn many. This isn't like the first one in 20 years or something. Like, there's been plenty.
Angry Joe is any indication, it's the same sand he's got in his vagina, accusing publicly everyone from non-white comic artist Gabe El Tayeb, I apologize if I mispronounced that, and the decidedly suntanned...
Oh, this is Angry Joe. Racist. April O'Neil is white, not black. I'm tired of being replaced. This is BS. Woke, woke, woke. Non-racist weirdos. I don't care that she's black, but why isn't this 12-year-old hot, sexy, ugly, and fat can't wank? Rest of us, who the fuck cares? It's a good movie. Based take from Angry Joe. Based fucking take. Is that one still up? He got that early. That's an Angry Joe tweet with only 74 views. He got that fucking early. Let me do a search. Let me see if I can find it, because I need to, I definitely want to share that one. Get into this. I know they had a feud. I wasn't able to see that much of it. I've seen parts of it. Oh. Did he do a video? No. Interesting. Here's Derek again doing his bullying crap. Big YouTuber rants about myself and others, calling out false claims about April O'Neil and likens me to outright evil things. These people's energy would change off the internet. That sounds like a threat again. Oh, and look, he's calling him a pedo. Nice. Angry Joe, I think you need to apologize for popping off and having your fans come at me. I wasn't talking to you. You were only shown because some moron had quote tweeted your tweet. None of what I said applied to you. It's weird that you think it did. It's your energy that needs to change. True. I'm not apologizing for shit. You put in the post. You put in the post. It's still up, and you include me. If you're excluding me and didn't mean it, then go ahead and detract the post or add and clarify. Gabe isn't a moron, by the way. Stop with the hose shit. Words to think it did. Your post included me. If that was a mistake, say that, but don't act like it's some sort of irrational proposition. Of course you aren't. And you also want to threaten me in person over this shit? You got a big head thinking I'm over here directly addressing you in my tweet and now doubling down, real tough guy, over a cartoon character. That's the real hose shit. Stop embarrassing yourself. I didn't threaten you. I've heard that one before. But you absolutely should be pulled up on and facing the people you like into pedos or racists. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Jesus Christ. You said you're going to come at me in real life if you see me, and I want to have this energy in person. What? You injected yourself. I should be pulled up on. Calm the F down. You're being purposely offended now. You ain't got to get bent out of shape. It's over. I said I'm coming to see you in the event that we're in the same place. I didn't inject myself. You're the one that made the tweet with me in it. You absolutely, you should be pulled up on by people who liken to fucked up things. Doesn't matter who they are. Quit with the dramatics. This is slight work. Jesus Christ. Derek. He's doing the exact same thing he was doing to me. Exactly the same playbook. I do feel like Angry Joe is kind of bringing up Derek in that tweet. But you know what? Derek should be included because he's doing the same shit. Because Derek August is a goddamn bully who injects himself into fucking everything. He complains about how he's always targeted when he always injects himself into shit.
Eric July of being, and I quote, racists. And over on the YouTubes, corporate court jester Blondre Hack Nerd accused anyone mocking this design as merely being upset because they can't beat the fuck off to it.
Even in the comics, she's had different drawings and designs, and in some of the issues, she was drawn as a black or mixed woman. Let's just say what you really feel. You want to fuck April O'Neil in the 80s animated series, in the yellow jumpsuit and the boobs.
What an odd thing to say.
Whoa there, Andre! You kiss your wife's boyfriend with that mouth? Confession by projection, party of two.
Well, why do you care about how attractive she is? It's a cartoon character. It's the same shit with that fucking green M&M. She's not wearing the sexy boots, so, you can't fuck her anymore. So now I'm offended. Like, why do you care? Yeah, Black Nerd is awesome. I haven't seen his stuff in a while, but he's awesome. He's always been awesome.
I mean, you do you, bro. Literally. But the first place my brain box goes when watching a children's cartoon from '87 isn't to the Spank Bank. I mean, we know why it's the first place you and Hangry Joe would go. The only STD you'll ever contract is carpal tunnel. But with Blondre specifically, let not his piss poor view count to subscriber base ratio deceive you. This
you mean like Derek's? Because Derek has a bad ratio too. You want to go after that one? Oh, no, you don't want to go after that one because he agrees with you on the political spectrum. That's right.
Decuman douche canoes made mainstream television appearances, and by hand...
Yeah, and you want to know why? Because he's not a fucking bigot, and he's not a bully. He just makes entertaining geek videos. We need more of that, on this platform especially.
Jiving Seth Rogen's terminally untalented ass, he doubtless hopes to retain his insider access and continue his feverish consumption of corporate cock. Besides, this is quite evidently intended.
Black Nerd Comedy is, I don't even want to say he's worth a billion Derek Julys, because that just overestimates what Derek is worth, because Derek is like a negative onto the community. It's not like he's worth little. He's a negative on the community. We need more Andres. More Andres and less Derek's, that's for damn sure.
For children. Some turtle shit like the original comics was intended for adults. I mean, who the fuck else would a blood-soaked simultaneous satire and tribute to Frank Miller comics be engineered toward? Others, such as the '87 cartoon or the shit souffle known as The Next Mutation, clearly catered to the kiddies. And then there's those rare few, such as the 2012 TV reboot or the 1990 film, that appeal to both. Mutant Mayhem is suffused with a self-same stink of failure as the rise of the TMNT.
Okay, I haven't seen Rise, but I heard that the style was bad, and yeah, I don't like this look. That being said, the new movie, the look is way better. I prefer that look much more.
Apparent attempt to appeal to the kiddies that's far too preoccupied with propaganda and diversity quotas only adults and Antifa give a fiddler's fuck about. It's all but designed to fail to find the audience it was engineered for, and that is as it should.
Now keep in mind, guys, he already said he doesn't care. He doesn't care about this. Why would you get upset? He clearly doesn't care about this.
See, there's a name for a property intended for everyone, appealing to precisely no one, and purchased by even fucking fewer. PS5 exclusive. I'm Razorfist. God fucking speed.
Jesus Christ. That was fucking garbage. Holy shit. 350,000. I am working way too hard at this YouTube thing. Even half-assing, just replying to these guys. I'm like, Jesus Christ. This is garbage content. Garbage. Yep, that was Razorfist. That is the Razorfist that everybody talks about. What a dipshit. I don't even have anything to really say about that other than that. If this wasn't a thing that was taken seriously, I would assume it's a fucking joke. Just how bad it was. I couldn't make a parody of, some edgelord conservative any better than this. This guy's fucking goddamn parody of a fucking, I'm a edgy conservative. You can't handle my edgy comedy. That's what this guy emanates.
What's the matter, guys? Too challenging for you? That's my job. I'm meant to challenge people. If you don't like being challenged, don't watch my shows.
It's absolutely sad. Pathetic, really.
Books, records, films, these things matter. Call me shallow. It's the fucking truth.